Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Wandering Six. Our adventurers have been through quite a lot. They've quite literally been through hell. But things have calmed down. They have made it to the above. But who knows what awaits them? Hello, Malice! Thank you for saying such kind words. Gotha, thank you so much for the host. It's so good to see you. But yes, everyone, you know the drill. Chatting belongs to the party, audio belongs to them, and as a means of respect, we will be talking to y'all in chat, but leaving audio up to these wonderful, wonderful people. You do what you can. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and join the Wandering Six. Hello.
Moon Knight,
Hello.
Blade, and Punisher already.
Oh, why is everyone so low? Let me turn y'all up.
Welcome to the Marvel fan meetup.
I would like to admit that we're just being big nerds in here, so I don't know if you want to hang out.
Oh no. Oh no, I gotta go.
I was
Also,
talking
thank you
about
so-
WandaVision.
Thank you
And
for
they escalated
subscribing,
from there.
Malice. I appreciate it, you little hoe. Thank you. Sorry, there was a subscription. I had to shout them out.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it was on me. Because I say the audio belongs to y'all. And then I started talking and I was like, oh no. Oh, God.
Let's see.
Hello, Dark. Hello.
We can kind of recap. I know Lily is going to be here like in the next 5 minutes, so I can just do a little bit of a recap chat before she gets here. And I think it looks like it looks like everyone else is here. Or I could just talk about basketball. Basketball anime to be specific. So
I know about anime. I do not know about basketball.
Can we opt out of this?
let me tell you all about basketball anime.
No!
But so really nothing important happened last episode at all.
We shopped.
Yeah,
we
it was
did
just
go
totally
shopping.
only shopping. No one was resurrected. Nothing happened. But no, in all seriousness, in the last episode you guys were all here for, you guys had made your way to the city of Zabug, where you had found and reconnected with Arcanist Lilin at the Arcanum Zandir on the School of Magic, a very prestigious university for magical practitioners in the Kingdom of Zandir. This area, very well put together. You guys had seen a large student base, a variety of ages as well. You had made your way up into the Tower of Lilin, which you had given him the fixed resurrection scroll, which Linnea, the High Cleric, located on staff and on the university or the institute, was able to cast the spell, consuming the very expensive large diamond. And with your guys' input and assistance, you were able to raise Zalia back from the dead. When she returned, Zalia, after kind of collecting herself and thanking you guys, had spoken about her original mission. She had originally been heading north to inevitably end at the Crimson Wood, the Crimson Forest, to try and learn more about it. There was a concern that it was going to become a larger and larger issue going forward. She had asked you to potentially assist her, but she was very tired for the day. So instead, you guys had just kind of put a tabled the issue, gone shopping, relaxing the rest of the day, meeting some interesting shopkeepers, and buying some very interesting potions. You guys had found your way to a lovely tavern to kind of rest your boots for the evening, and that was where we had left off. You guys were just eating dinner and just finished up. Was there anything you guys had wanted to really do before bedtime?
Remel's gonna start reading, the copious amounts of books that they stole. So.
Yes.
That's what he's gonna spend his night doing.
Copious amounts of books, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot how many books you actually did.
Yeah, he got a lot. What was it, 30 pounds of books?
Something like that.
20 random books.
20
Yeah.
random.
That's like how much he weighs. Those books.
All those
Your
books.
star is just gonna go to bed. Doesn't have necessarily anything wants to do right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Trinity's just gonna go to bed too.
I think Monday would as well.
Okay.
Sleepy time.
All right, everybody is in the sleepiest of sleepy times. You all rest relatively easy, but relatively hard. It's been a grueling week for you guys. A large series of battles, lots of tough terrain you traveled through. Not to mention just the atmosphere and environment of being in the first layer of hell. So you guys sleep in a little bit later than normal. You wake up to a new, I would say bright sunny day, but it's a bit overcast. Looks like a summer storm might be on the horizon.
All right.
Swampy's spur of good luck has
Right.
continued.
What? Rummel will probably wake up. Actually, Rummel would probably wake up later than everyone else. But I assume he'd go down and get some breakfast.
Okay.
Oop.
Let's see. Anybody else have anything they were wanting to do?
I think Monday would just be bright and shiny, ready for the day. Well, hey now, it's a beautiful day. Let's get up and get out there.
Rummel's entering those angsty teen years. He's just like,
Monday, you're so loud in the morning.
Oh, hey, I can be even louder, but I'll be quiet for you, okay?
Oh,
You
thank
want some
you.
breakfast? I can go get you something.
Ooh, do they have like banana bread?
Oh, I can find out for you. Anything else you like?
Is there any of that like mystery meat left over from hell that you made? I don't know, it was kind of good.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me just check my my little satchel here.
Okay.
And she goes into her fanny pack.
Hmm.
And I believe she pulls out a little wrapped parcel. Oh, here you go. I saved
Oh.
some just for you. Okay.
Thank you.
I
Oh,
imagine
you're
he
welcome.
he casts like prestidigitation to unrot it a little bit, freshen it back up, warm it back up.
Okay, you enjoy that. Now I'm gonna go see if they have any banana bread and get some coffee for everybody else, because I'm sure they're gonna be up soon and they're gonna be cranky.
Okay, thank you. Can you give me
Oh.
milk?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get you some milk.
Thanks, Monday.
Yes, Rimmel and his troop of mothers. And one lizard dad.
Lizard daddy.
Lizard daddy.
You know, everybody needs one lizard daddy.
One. At least one.
At least one lizard daddy. You can have as many moms as you like, but you need one lizard daddy.
It's a requirement.
So Monday would just kind of go see if there's banana bread, and also could get coffee for everybody for when they wake up.
Here's far just
Okay.
wake up and head to breakfast as well.
So you acquire your goods easily enough. I'd say Flame, knowing her, is already up. Breakfast mostly ate. By the time anyone else, well, maybe like Monday, but by the time most of you come down, You guys have a decent breakfast. Kind of all relax, stretch your bones. Definitely feeling a little bit more sore today. Just checking in. Do you guys want to go straight to the school, or was there anything in particular you wanted to kind of maybe look at? Any more city stuff you want to do beforehand?
I think we're pretty much just going to the
Rambles?
school.
Yeah, I think we pretty much wrapped up shopping
Yeah.
trip last time.
All right, I can put away my shopping montage music.
well, careful.
I mean,
Maybe.
let's get that like what's
Don't
it, like
tip
the
me now.
1970s shopping music, whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
that's the
god.
good stuff. Supermarket.
Yeah, let's get the good stuff in.
That was literally like on a CD or something like that, or like a vinyl, I think.
Why?
I want that
Because
vinyl.
there was volumes of it. I don't know.
I want that vinyl.
I
12
actually-
of them,
I
in
need
fact.
to get a record player.
I want one too, so
I
bad.
work at a place that sells vinyl, like as one of the major things we sell, and I want a record player now.
That's super cool.
Helping people with their vinyl orders all day.
Gotta get some of that.
Gotta get some of that. I have one vinyl. Well, I have a few vinyl. I have one that I actually bought.
Need more.
I need more.
More vinyl.
More vinyl. They're so pretty.
They are. It's a
That
very
kind of
strong aesthetic.
Very strong aesthetic.
Hello. Ho ho. Ho.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh wait,
Hello.
Lily actually will understand me talking about basketball boys.
Oh my god.
Well,
Never mind.
small factoid. That's how we met.
I know she's having tech issues, but that drop was just
That was
very
very
funny.
perfect timing. Yeah. Oh. It's just,
Dude.
I'll just imagine it's for comedic effect.
Yes.
Everything
That's
we
what
do
she
is
would
for
want.
comedic effect. I wonder what
Hey,
it's
Discord.
showing. I know, right? Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
Man, we've been
Hello.
all over the place.
Hello.
Oh, there's a Crimson Wood. I always thought it was on the left side of Calgar.
What's up,
Welcome.
Oliver?
Side.
Yeah, it is top. What side of called?
The top.
The top of the squish peen.
Um,
Hello.
Hello?
hello. I see that I've arrived at a time.
Yes. You arrived just in time to reiterate a meme on me. Long story short, I was talking about basketball anime and they were all teasing me, and then I brought it up as soon as you joined because I was like, well, that's how we actually met. And then your technical difficulties dropped you, and I'm
So
like,
I couldn't even hear you, just so you know.
no, I know. It was just very funny timing.
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
It just seemed
It was
like you were
perfect.
doping out of the conversation about basketball. We knew it was technical difficulties, but
oh god, you're reminding me of those days. Ugh, I have to leave.
The dark days. of Central.
Despite that being the reason why we met 7 years ago. Gil.
I know. God, 7 years ago.
7 years.
Wow.
In 2014.
Oh,
I feel old.
I was a sophomore in high school.
I don't want to talk about that. So you guys are all-
7 years ago. I'd already graduated college.
I was about to graduate.
I
I don't think I
was
met
in
you until
college.
2015 though. Swampy.
Yeah.
No,
you guys
later
didn't
than
meet till
that.
Later. 2015, 2016, one of the two.
2017.
It was not
Hey.
any later than 2016 because we went.
I didn't
'cause
meet.
you-
I didn't meet Gil until the end of 2016
Okay.
at NebCon.
Oh shoot! It must
So
have been.
it was the
2017
following
then.
year in ASIN. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Dang.
No.
But yeah, so you guys have all you guys did all your shopping at the last session. You just come back to the inn and slept and just woke up, and you guys are heading over to the school to meet up with Zalia to kind of catch you up, Lily.
Okay.
Just gonna reiterate. So you guys make it to the school. It's around noonish by the time you guys get there. You enter the premises. This time, no one's there to greet you right away. You kind of start heading the direction you remember going. No one really stops you either. It's about halfway to the doorway that you remember going to enter the tower. Where you get to there's a wall that there is looks like student, mostly in gray clothing, a hooded robe, kind of sashed around the waist. It looks like a book in the hand, a series of interesting kind of rings, and then a brooch. You guys kind of look over. Hello, my name is Reginald, and I am here to escort you to your the Arcanist Lily. If you'll just follow me.
Okay.
All right, thank you. And this way, it kind of leads you to that same wall. You guys knew where you were going, but he waves his hand, and the wall opens up. You enter the same sort of magical elevator. He stands with you guys. So, first real time in Zandia on the university?
Yeah, I don't really think any of us have been here before. But it's so cool. I wish I could like learn magic, like you guys learn magic, but it just sort of happens and I can't really control it, but it's fine.
Ah, yes, you're more a natural instinct type of caster, yeah?
Yeah, my dad sold his eye to a demon monster to give me magic behind my back and my entire family's back, so it's weird.
Just kind of looks at you, blanches a little bit.
He's just like Rebel's like looking at the architecture. He loves the place. He's totally nonchalant.
Well, my family just sent my way to boarding school because I was into magic and apparently could use it to a degree.
That's
just
awesome.
hit the books.
I like books.
Books are great.
You ever want to borrow some books? I got hell books. Really cool.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the tantalizing offer. And at that point, kind of his awkward silence is broken by the door opening. Oh,
You're looking
right.
for books? I got the tail books.
Rebel opens up his robe. There's 2 books because that's all he can fit, one on each side.
I got the best books you haven't seen.
One's
The
about
Takes off the hat,
dark
pulls
stuff.
one out of the hat.
One's about farming asparagus. The other one's about like the ancient war between these small 2 villages in a country no one's heard of.
The good stuff.
The good stuff.
Sorry, the good stuff. I get allergies really bad. I don't know why I don't know what I'm allergic to.
Life.
You know what? That's
Monday,
like the
all the
mood.
fur.
Yeah.
Allergic
You're
to
allergic to
bugbears.
Monday.
He sneezes all the time around you, and it's like, wow, there's a lot of pollen in the air.
As Monday is like scratching vigorously and there's dander.
Oh.
It's kind of
Gross.
Okay, you guys go on
Gross.
right ahead, and I will wait here.
All right. Here, Remmel hands him the book on asparagus farming to keep you company while we're gone.
Thank you.
It is from hell, though, so be careful. I don't know if it's cursed. Bye. He just looks.
Just kind of. Thank you.
He's gonna get that back later. He's not leaving without that. He's gonna know how to grow asparagus, okay?
I see. Okay. So you guys enter the study again of Arcanist Lilin. He is sitting behind his desk, kind of looking at you guys as you enter. Looks like a journal and quill in his hand. Good morning. Should I say good afternoon? It is a much nicer day than yesterday or the day before. Even though the sky is looks like a storm is coming in, I slept very well for the first time in quite some time. You may take a seat. Zalia will be here shortly.
All right. Rebel sits down.
You guys kind of take a seat, and there's a comfortable silence that kind of comes over the study. You look kind of around, kind of taking in the study again, noticing the bookshelves, noticing again the window showing an entirely different landscape that's bright and sunny, and unlike that of the landscape you know to be around this city. And it's about a couple minutes later, Arcanist, or Lilin, I don't give his full title every time I talk about him. Lilin kind of sets down his quill, shuts his book, and Zalia enters the room. Please take a seat. So everyone, I'll have Zalia kind of do the explanation here. I can have her explain her original mission, and then you guys can decide if you would like to take it up. So, without further ado, thank you. Hello everyone, and good morning. It is nice to see you all again. I have had some time to rest, and, well, frankly, I still feel like shit. But I do think it is important to talk to you about this endeavor. So, if you are still interested, please take a seat. She kind of sits in the center of the room, kind of opening up a circle almost. Kind of, you guys are in this half circle, semicircle. And she casts some sort of magic. You're unfamiliar. And suddenly kind of an illusionary space appears. You see a map. Kind of a globe almost. So, if you look here, you will see obviously us here in Zandia. Then if you look to the north, you see the Crimson Wood. This is pretty common geographical knowledge, but you'll notice that the cities of Saru, Valfort, and Seal, they surround the woods. They're small villages. They are very familiar with it. This has always been what it's been. But there used to be more cities. There was a village that was north of Seal. These woods here, they are just to the west of Seal. If you guys would just look, yes, these ones were not here previously. They are new in the past 15 years. There is a city that was just northwest of Seal at one point. It is gone. The village was consumed. Valfort has had issues with the woods encroaching on their city walls as well. But the western part of the town has been fortified and evacuated. Seal and Saru, frankly, have been picked up and moved even slightly. So, it is strange, to say the least. I'm going to wait just a second to see if Lily can rejoin.
Yeah.
I don't want to do too much talking without her being able to hear.
Discord is a fun time.
I know, right?
Can you hear us all right, Lily?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I was getting every third word that Gil was saying.
Okay.
Oof.
Well,
Um.
only the third words were important, so it's probably.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
So, if you guys have the map up, you're
Mhm.
looking at the map.
I can't.
So she was explaining how if you look at the Crimson Woods, it's flanked by 3 cities: Saru, Valfort, and Seal. To the northwest of Seal, basically underneath where the font Crimson is, right around there, around the O and N, she was saying there used to be a city there, and all the woods south of
Oh.
that is new in the past 15 years.
Oh.
She said that city was consumed, and that even Seal and Saru have kind of continuously had to edge themselves back, and Valfort has lost portions of the western side of the city.
Oh shit. They should probably move. Easy. Just move,
Why don't
forehead.
we take Bikini Bottom and
I was-
push it over there?
Yeah, get ready to look up the gift.
I mean, honestly, Monday's like more woods, no problem.
No problem.
Hey, so
Hey,
What?
it's fine. It's okay.
why are we all from
Oh,
from
damn it.
Manhattan? So
I don't know.
Hey, gets a pizza.
Hey,
Listen, we
yo,
just know, right?
is more
I know
woods
a
is no
guy.
problem. I don't know what you're talking about. My Brooklyn accent is not very good.
You know what?
I don't think any of our Brooklyn accents are
Yeah,
very
I was gonna
good.
say.
Probably none of them.
So, I mean, so mine is decent, like, because I have good friends in Brooklyn, and occasionally I'll go there and visit, and, like, after, like, a week in Brooklyn, I'm like, hey, watch out where you're going! But I can't do it now, because I haven't been there in, like, a year and a half, you know.
That happens to me when I visit my family in northern Michigan, basically Canada. I get a lot more vowely after that.
I was
Oh,
literally.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
yeah.
literally said A like 2 or 3 times since we met your UP family.
Yeah.
Unironically, A was in
Oh,
my
yeah, it
vernacular.
happens.
I'm like, I don't understand.
Do,
Yeah.
do you drink milk and use bags?
No.
Before bed with your family?
No, not yet.
Well, you gotta put the milk in the bag, and if you don't drink your milk, then you're damn it, I lost it.
You lost it, gone. It happens to
I
the
was
best of
I
us.
was gonna say something along the lines of like, oh, like if you don't drink your milk, you're gonna. I'm back in Brooklyn. I don't know why this
Oh,
happened.
hey,
I-
you made it to Brooklyn.
Hey,
finally
welcome
got
back.
here.
Get your milk out of your bag. It doesn't belong there.
So, Zalia.
Playing D&D. All right.
Okay. Those kind of days, isn't it?
Are we on the internet?
Absolutely not.
I guess.
She kind of continues to point around this kind of illusionary magical globe she's created. So,
Wait, the Earth is round?
Kristen Riddle's a flat earther.
That's not what maps look like. You know, it's pretty awesome they realized the Earth was round in this universe. I mean, good on them.
Yes, there was a famous
Grumble
scientist.
knows the Earth
that
is round. He's incredibly
realized-
smart.
Well, oh, okay, I see you understand.
Yeah, sorry, I was just pulling your leg.
Oh,
My bad, I'm sorry. Huh, this is just...
So
You hear my
Uh,
just delay or dead.
sometimes I miss it. No. So, yes, this was of concern to us and to several other nations. We have good terms with Royum. We are allies in the magic and social political field. Royum has no hunger for war, even though they border Impero. We keep Impero in check, as their ambition was pretty aggressive at times.
I'd say. I've been there. I had a horrible time.
Yes, they are quite a different society. But as you can see from the map, the Crimson Wood is frankly getting closer and closer to the border with Orium. It is maybe 10 miles, 5. It is very close. So this is a concern, especially considering Frontier and Belleville are not very far from the border. Oghold has also been keeping an eye on it, and Calagar has been, well, they've shared information as much as they could, but they've also been withholding as they've tried to handle it on their own. They do have military encamped along the wood, especially on the western border, as it is closer to their capital, Eska. So, from what I understand, there was a military engagement recently in the past year in Eska that kept their attention for quite some time. They seem to be recovering, but it is, how you say, still a in motion kind of situation. So that leads us to where we are now. About 3 months ago, I started having dreams. No, further back. 6 months ago, I started having dreams. 3 months ago, I decided to finally act upon them. I decided that I needed to do something.
Drewsies, oh
Normally,
my god,
I
no
am
you
just
didn't.
a
Thank you
student,
so much for gifting that sub. I hope you have
in
a
a special
lovely
class
day.
of study
You little hoe.
underneath some of the
Thank
stronger
you.
mages of the city. And, well, it is not regular for us to go on a endeavor alone. But I had enough conviction to convince them. But apparently I was not ready. I dreamt for weeks and weeks on end of
Drewsies, thank you for gifting that sub to my cat
a
pooped
forest.
in my rice.
I would wake up,
You son of a
would find
gun.
myself in
There, are you
deep,
happy?
thick
Okay.
woods, and everywhere around me, the trees were oozing some sort of liquid. As I got closer, I could metallic smell in the air. I could see in the faint moonlight that it was blood. There were strange, chittering creatures, and these hunched over large figures of sort of the same body type as maybe you or you. She points at Vela and Monday. They were very tall, very lanky,
Were they,
hunched
like-
over.
Were they made out of like trees and roots?
These ones were not. I could not
Plants?
tell in the shadow. There were some that were made of tree, seemingly. I don't know if you're familiar. They were like dryads.
Yeah, we've ran into those before, actually, in Eska.
You did all the way in Iska.
Yeah. There were these plant type creatures that were dark and red and like dripping blood, and they were in a sewer tunnel system underneath the city, I believe. Is he remembering that correctly?
That's correct.
Okay.
Was there anything else in there? Do you know how they got there? Did you come to their source of some type?
I don't believe that we found drugs from a crime syndicate, but that was something else entirely. So
If you guys remember, you guys did find a sigil.
oh no, don't remember that.
Don't remember that at all.
It's been a year, so
In
that's fair.
fact, we found a sigil. Actually, I remember. I wrote it down here. This is what it looks like. Because I like magic, and I'm a magic boy who writes magic stuff down.
Okay. Lillian and her both look at it. This is summoning, is it not? Yes, it is. That is a magical sigil to call upon something else.
I think we destroyed it, if I remember correctly.
That was the right call. Who
Yeah.
put it there, though? That implies that there's either someone who has left the forest, that is a member of it, or one of these creatures, or there's something else working with this forest.
Hmm.
We have not ruled out that it is not sentient in some way, or that it is something or somebody that has started this conundrum.
Well, at the very least, we now know it's not completely without intervention of some kind. It's not just a sickness.
Yes, there's something dark going on. But my dreams, yes, there were these dryads as well, oozing blood. They would use it to form weapons, attack me with it. The same dream, I would fight or run through this never-ending wood, slipping and falling, but just everywhere was blood. I would get to the same place every single time in my dream, to this open clearing, and there would be a small pond of blood. And in the middle, there would be some creature floating. Its legs crossed, its arms outward, almost like it's meditating. There were trees, almost perfectly placed surrounding the pond. Their branches shooting high and overarching, not entirely closing off like a canopy. There was a singular gap that let the moon shine onto this pond. I would get there, and the creature's eyes would open and stare at me, and then I would wake. This would happen every single time. Until the last week, before I finally convinced Lillian to let me leave. That time, I awoke again in my dream in the forest, but I started running through the forest, and I started running into cityscape. It was Zarburg. I ran in through a entirely forested Zarburg, the same crimson wood. I saw these monsters chasing down people, the army trying to fight them but being overwhelmed. And atop of a tower of this school, saw that creature again, looking down, gazing upon everything. And then I woke. I don't know what it means, and I don't know where I'm getting these dreams from. But I had to investigate. And, well, the kingdom wants to investigate as well. So, my mission was accepted. Unfortunately, never made it to the woods, but it seems I was not ready for them if I could not handle the predicament I got in. But I guess it is also a lesson to me to not travel alone. Now I am too weak, frankly. It will take time for me to recover my strength, and there is much more I need to learn. So I must ask somebody else to carry my mantle.
Would Rimmel, because he's seen a lot of stuff from his predicament with the creature that his grandpa's been talking about, does any of it resemble, because he saw that wasteland, does any of it resemble or kind of match what she's talking about? I know it was like dust and sand instead of like trees made of blood.
No, huh? You, oh my gosh, my brain is blanking. You saw the Shadowfell. Could want to call it the Shadow Realm.
Okay.
You saw the Shadowfell, which was just an endless abyss. And the creature you saw was shadowy, goat-hooved with horns and blue coal eyes. The description she gives is hard. she doesn't have a very clear vision of the creature.
Mm-hmm.
But the way she describes it, it's humanoid in size, and then the
Okay.
tall, lanky ones don't kind of resemble.
It doesn't sound like anything. Okay.
No, different.
And what was the time frame again on the world like ending?
There wasn't one.
It just okay.
They were just worried that something was coming because they had seen signs they'd never seen before.
Remont. Okay. I think we could absolutely help. We've helped Caligar before in the past, and we've helped amend past losses with cities in Oghold. And I'm from Royum. Of course, I don't want anything to happen to it. We have family in Bellevue and in Foray, and we would hate for anything to happen to any of those places. Would I be able to ask you all for some help as well, though, regarding a situation that will affect the entire world? Just something to keep an eye out and more of a warning, if anything.
That sounds quite the predicament. Would you care to? What is it that will affect the whole world?
Rumble just goes off about his situation.
They all just kind of take a moment after you explain.
He makes it a little less dramatic sounding because he doesn't want him to die of fear or like a heart attack or just freak him out too much. But he also knows that's approaching. Doesn't know when, but it's definitely on his mind constantly.
That is quite the tale. I am familiar with the Abyss Watcher. The Abyss Walker, excuse me. It is supposedly almost a deity-like entity, but this is quite troubling and disturbing, frankly. The idea of it breaking into the material plane would be very world-threatening indeed.
He brought up, the undead fight war that we were in, and then also like the plague that was in was that in Stormport?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Well, it sounds like you've had quite a time in Karagar already.
Oops, sorry.
A vampire invasion, a deadly plague which was used to build super soldiers. Pushing magic to limits that even we wouldn't go to. We will, I would say if you help with this, we would have no problem putting resources and helping try to research and figure out more about this situation. And
Thank you.
if it comes to an all-out engagement, well, I'm sure Zandir, if they are threatened, they will respond with force, of course.
Of course. I just wanted to let you in on all of that.
Yes, of course.
But yes, we can I don't mean to speak for everybody, but I think the Crimson Wood is something that's been in the back of our minds for a while. And come to the front.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, no, all I have to say is I think that forest sounds kind of sick. So we should probably check up on it. Like,
Yeah.
not like sick as in good, but like sick as in like, oh, hey, that's not too healthy. Trees shouldn't be bleeding. Last time I checked. So, maybe we should try and figure out what's going on there before all the trees start bleeding.
Is sick as in good like a forest thing? Is that like
Oh, yeah,
what-
that's a forest thing. Oh, yeah, you
Oh.
can say, oh, that's sick. And
Oh.
that means it's like really good.
That's so weird because sick doesn't mean that.
Oh, yeah,
It
no,
means
it's
the opposite of that.
there's
That's
like a lot of
like a
forest
joke.
slang that's the opposite.
Oh.
So you know, like you could say like something is sick, or like something is, now excuse my language, you could say something is the shit, and
Oh.
that means it's good. But like
Huh.
it's basically the opposite.
Monday. You're bad.
Oh, see, there you go.
See?
That's
But I mean
good.
good.
Good job.
But I
You're
mean good.
picking it up. Oh, you're
Cool.
doing so
Cool.
good. You're
Maybe
on
we could
fire
like.
right now.
Oh. He like goes to look down, but then looks up. He's like, yeah. Because fires are bad, and we are safe with fire.
There you go. You're catching on.
I'm on fire, but an extinguisher is not required.
Earsport gives us such like dark Zenyatta vibes. Oh man. Multi-class into into monk as well.
Damn.
Really just fuck up everyone.
Just to kick people in the face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
All my
Nighty,
unarmed
thank
strike
you
is
so
kicking
much
them
for
in the face.
subscribing. Has it really been 13 months? Thank
is
you
this-
so much. I
yes.
appreciate you, girl.
I would take
Let me give you
particular
a shout out.
interest in
Thank
this
you.
as well. That is terrifying, to be honest. But yes, whatever I could do to help. You've done so much for me already. And Lillian has talked to me about it as well. It would not be for nothing. But if you are for completing this task, right now we're just asking for you to scout out and maybe find out more about the Crimson Woods. Obviously, if you can do something to stop its encroachments, that would be the best solution. I just don't know how easy it could be. But for the information, we can supply you with 1,500 gold now and 1,500 gold upon completion for your time and your effort. If somehow you are able to bring us back any sort of samplings, stop the encroachments of the woods, there would most assuredly be more money and reward.
Ken, thank you so much for that
Definitely.
host. Oh my goodness gracious, Ken. I appreciate you so
anything,
much.
Hopefully we can try to
I hope you're having a good day.
stop whatever's happening or get more of an idea.
I think more of us are interested in stopping whatever's going on than any financial reward, really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think we can probably take it. You know, I mean, we've done a lot of pretty wild things, so you know.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I mean, they're bleeding trees. I'm sure we can figure it out.
Because they're actually bleeding. It's fun.
Oh yeah. See
Yeah.
what I did there is a little
I
bit of
had
wordplay.
to.
Okay.
That was
So anyway, back to business. Not all fun and games. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we gotta calm down. We're getting a little rowdy.
Well, then, is there anything else that you might require before embarking on this mission?
There's nothing we like want to ask about you know all of the various like magic users we've killed, right? Like the beholder and the draconian person and all that stuff.
I'd probably ask about Lazarius, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a wizard by the name of Lazarius? Green Dragonborn?
I can't say that I have. Is what role does he play?
Oh, I'm as I'm sure you can tell, I'm from Oghold. And do you remember the snowstorm there a couple years back?
Lillian kind of chimes in. Yes, I'm familiar with it. It was unprecedented
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
suspicious, to say the least.
Yeah. Well, we, I'm from Kwan, so that was my hometown, and it
Mhm.
still is, but it's not. It's not the same. And we did some digging about that, and this Lazarius, he's gone now. We've rid the world of him, but he was the one responsible. But he reported to someone else. And so I don't know. Our working theory is that he and whoever he's working for were trying to stop the Abyss Walker. I don't remember these names. And that they were trying to harness the elements, but in a destructive way to do that.
So you think he was also in the know somehow? Is he a part of this organization that young Remlin mentioned, or a separate entity? Do you know?
As far as I don't think we know. We didn't find anything that pointed to him being a part of that organization. Really, I mean, it seems like he had his own organization that worked for this under him.
I see.
We have talked a lot about this to Ilias of Belvie, if you're familiar with him.
I have heard of Ilias. He is the for lack of a better term, the Archmage of Belvie. We are familiar with him, yes.
When your new friends talk shit on your other friends because they didn't know that you know each other. Well, he's pretty aware with all the stuff that's been going on, I think, with the Abyss Walker and all of that. So if you need any point of reference or comparison and notes at any point with all of this, they'd be a good place to start, I think. I think they've been doing their own researches here and there. We actually might not have told him anything. I don't know. I can't remember. I know he was there for the stuff, but I don't know how much he knows of Remel's past.
I feel like we told him some of it, at least. I feel like he knows. I don't think he knows how we know that the Abyss Walker is coming, but I think we gave him the information.
He's just like, all right, sure, random sketchy group of individuals.
Well, I mean, he traveled with us for a while, and we're not that sketchy anymore.
Just the normal amount of sketchy.
Yeah, we're just, sweaty people wandering the world.
Yeah.
So, that is something good to know. Seems like there's ever present amount of risks and threats.
Never a dull day.
Yes, this is true.
Well, so the Crimson Forest. Do you want us to start?
You could start whenever you are ready. Right away, it works. I can help transport you to
Oh, could you?
a bit closer if you'd like. Yes.
Were we gonna make a stop off in Schloss first and then head up to Bellevue?
Where?
I thought we had something to do in Schloss.
Yeah, I wanted to do something in
that's right, that's
Schloss,
right.
I believe. Very quick though, like
We
it's
just hop
one
up and back.
day, little trip, get something commissioned, and then could come back for later.
And I need to pick up my weapon that's getting the sigil put in, or the rune put in.
You said Schloss, yes?
Oh yeah, we got some business there. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. I'm looking to get something commissioned.
Okay. I'm just across the river. Very well. I'll let you attend to your business. And whenever you are finished, you can return to us here, and I can send you to wherever you need to be. If you'd like to, I could send you to Bellevue as a good hopping off point, or I could send you all the way up to like just south of Seal, south of the woods.
Oh, wow. I think Bellevue would be good. We should probably go back to Bellevue for a second.
Yeah, we gotta drop off Trudy's dad.
Yes,
And
we
Lemire.
do.
I'm sure he'd be fine with all the college kids here.
Oh my gosh, no.
We need to
he's
drop
not
off Trinity's
staying.
dad.
We need to drop off Trinity's dad and
We also
Lemire.
probably want our cart.
Yeah, I want my cart. Our cart. I want my pony too. The pony's been in Bellevue this whole time. I think.
It's the only safe place for it.
I
Honestly.
mean, you're probably not wrong.
I wouldn't feel safe bringing my pony into a set of woods with bleeding trees.
Nah.
That's me personally.
She'll be fine. I'll leave her right outside the forest.
The forest
Yeah,
that
the-
moves.
Tied next to like the normal looking tree, right next to the bleeding tree. Alright, don't die. Leave the map
Just
will be
casting
here for you.
sideways glances at the bleeding tree, slightly
Yeah.
away.
Takes like 2 steps away.
All right. Well, in that case, just return to us whenever you're ready. Whatever you need to do in Schloss, I'm sure it's. There and back would probably be. It might be maybe a tomorrow thing to get you sent out to Bellevue, just depending on when you arrive.
Alright.
Very well. Is there any other questions you might have for us?
No.
Okay. Well, I wish you
Glad
safe
you're
travels.
alive. He says to
Me too.
what's her name?
Zalia.
Oh yeah.
Zalia. Thank you.
I am glad that I'm alive as well.
Alright. I think we'll be off then and be back as soon as possible.
All right. Safe travelers.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, what's the worst can happen? Just hopping across the river. Okay, we'll be back soon.
Please don't say that. Now we're gonna get mugged by like 50 people.
Okay, but no, I'm kind of itching
Fine.
for a fight, so that's okay.
We just
I
come
was
back
gonna
from
say
hell.
I don't think that your average mugger is gonna be able to take us.
This reminds me of
That's why there's
Skyrim.
Tries to
That's
mug
why there's
me.
50 of them at once.
I
Oh,
still think
can
we have
take 50 muggers. It's fine.
low level bandits attacking you in Skyrim. You're just like, yeah.
Listen, but then there's 10 of them in your face, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm out of cheese wheels.
Then you just pull out the Wabbajack and start going to town.
True.
Turn one
Please
into
turn into a
mammoth.
mammoth. Please turn into a mammoth.
Or the shower of gold coins. One of the personal favorites.
Yes.
So you gotta realize, man, I gotta sit here and pick up all these individual coins.
No.
And I can't just leave them.
No, you can't.
Exactly.
I zoned out for like 10 seconds and you're talking about cheese wheels?
Yes.
Welcome to Skyrim.
Oh,
Welcome,
okay, that's
Skyrim.
why I zoned out. I remember there was a reason that I wasn't paying attention.
In my current playthrough, I have 300,000 gold,
That's a lot of
Nice.
gold.
and I've already
I-
bought all the houses.
I just started playing one on the Switch because I'm like, you know what? I need something to do while I'm upstairs while I watch my son that I
Aw.
can put down. Totally just gonna play
Aw.
Skyrim on the Switch.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
I've been playing Stardew Valley.
The good stuff. I didn't realize
Did you-
dinosaurs were a thing in that game.
Did you know that Stardew Valley used to be in convention of the in conflict with the Geneva Convention?
What?
No, why?
It had a Stardew Valley had a Geneva Convention violation.
Was
So
it a
there
red
is
flag?
yeah, there was a red cross on one of the graphic,
Yup.
and that's that you can't use that
Huh.
according to the Geneva Convention. But it's a lot funnier to say like, oh, this farming game broke the rules of the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, there was a lot of video games that broke that. I read that in an article.
I'm
I feel like every game I play has a healing pack with the Red Cross, but I guess most of them are like green or something, huh?
Yeah, green. Well, green usually means weed.
Yeah,
like,
they
often-
could probably change that now, huh?
I think usually it's blue.
Yeah, like
And
they
also
used to
the
be
best
red, but I think a lot of video games have changed that because they started getting in trouble.
With the Geneva,
With
with
the
the
Geneva
UN.
Convention. Which is,
You know.
pretty big deal when you're violating the Geneva Convention.
You know, don't do that.
It's the thing you generally try not to do, in daily life.
I wonder how many Geneva convention violations we've racked up as a party.
More than one.
Few
A
war
plural
crimes here and
amount.
there.
I mean, at the very least, some members of this party have tortured a captive, which is a clear violation of the Geneva Convention.
Is being a bystander of torture a violation convention?
I mean, I would assume if you are considered with the individuals doing it, probably.
Remo turned around, I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I'm just looking at some, moths on some
Yep.
moon.
He was peeing.
Some guy's just getting tortured back up. Someone
Per the
peeing.
Geneva Conventions, all captives must be treated fairly.
I don't think shoving him in a crate for 4 days.
Also not treated fairly and without undue punishment. So just
Anyways.
putting that out there.
So,
Fine.
you guys, and then if there's nothing else you're wanting to do here, you guys make your way out of the tower, and off the school grounds, off the Arcanum grounds, and exit through the northern gate of the city. You pretty quickly make it to a large, looks like kind of stone and brick bridge.
Did Flame need to pick up the
Well, you want to pick that up
do it?
now or on the way back, whenever you're going
I
to
can
it?
do it before or after. I don't have a preference.
Okay.
Done yet?
Okay.
If I recall correctly, it's not. So it'd probably be better to pick it up on the way back.
Okay. Yeah. Sure enough.
So you guys make it across this large, very well made bridge. It's very wide.
Thick.
Seems like it could carry quite a few people across it at any point.
Would you say it's thick with 2 or 3 C's?
It'd be like a 3 or 4 C kind of business
Wow,
here.
Yeah. All right,
Thick
then
bridge.
hear this bridge coming.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough.
Oh my god! Gosh dang it!
You guys hear a faint clapping.
Yeah,
I hate it. I hate it. No.
It makes
Approach
clapping
bridge.
sounds.
It's like a robot
Getting anywhere
clapping.
speedily. Bridge.
It's called a suspension bridge because it needs suspenders to hold up those cheeks.
I will ban all of you, even if you're not in chat. I can't. Oh god.
This bridge is trouble with stealth, is what we're saying. All right.
No.
Louder than chainmail.
No.
Louder than plate.
Rickon, is that your chainmail I hear, or just your dummy thick thigh?
Oh, sweet Christ.
Well, Gerald, it's actually my ass cheeks clapping together.
What is wrong with you people?
I like how Trinity is like. I like how Trinity / Psyche is quiet for like an hour, and then
I couldn't
comes up
hold it
out of
back anymore. I
nowhere.
The
couldn't.
dummy
Your,
thick bridge.
your
Push her over the
dumbassery
edge.
woke
Yeah.
me up. I freaking.
We've been
The
thigh
king
shamed.
shaman.
My ideology is being challenged.
Thighs. I thought we were talking about the bridge's ass.
No.
All of the above.
I mean, really, we're just talking about all the thickness.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
Why
right.
are you looting
Got a
the
lot of love.
bridge?
Because
Of all
we
the
gotta get up
things-
and get down with the thickness.
We have
I was
now
gonna make
found
that joke.
God damn
succubuses,
it.
and this is the thing. This is the thing. I can't.
Well, I mean, bridges really hold you up when you need it, and I just think that's a really good quality in a partner.
I'm gonna contact your husband. I'm gonna send him this. Bevan, is this true? Bevan.
So you guys cross the bridge just fine.
Slap, slap, slap.
John!
The bridge so squishy.
Oh, Jesus! I'm gonna drink for real. This isn't Trinity. This is psychic reaching for Rob. Oh my god! That stupid mosquito thing again that broke me. I can't deal with you people.
Oh my god, the mouth. I wish I could find it because there is like a picture that someone like took the Atlantic Ocean and the way like the continents are shaped around the ocean and they like made it look like a big butt.
Yeah,
I
it's
really
in our
wanted to
memes
find something
channel,
like that
but
for a
I ain't
fringe.
finding it.
You know, Psyche, I just want to let you know. You
What?
choose to be in this space.
I rethink it every day. I just think to myself, how did I get at this point in my life?
I would argue, that really Pixie allows us to be in this space.
I'm
So
trying to find that mosquito picture.
I think it's. Oh wait, no, it's not pinned.
Good. Let it be forgotten.
Pin it.
Well, it's a good thing I have it on my iPad
Oh,
forever.
it's pinned. No, the mosquito picture is pinned.
No.
Yeah.
It is. It's here.
No.
oh
Yes, she's gone. Willpower works, kids.
she's been shadow banned.
Hey, welcome
So I
back.
fucked up.
Hey girl,
I meant to right-click copy this image, but I just clicked on it, and when you click on a picture in Discord, it just takes you to the image. So I hope you know that I left you all for 30 seconds. I could look at the 15-foot mouth picture again.
Yeah.
Joyous.
I mean,
Oh, the stupid.
a 15-foot mouth, though.
No.
I mean, hey.
No,
Look.
no, A. It's an insect.
Eh?
No.
Hey.
Oh,
Eh?
so bridges and insects. That's what we're looking after. Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know
That's
it.
our
Only if the
king.
bridges are dummy thick, though.
Only
Yeah.
thick bridges. No,
Dummy thick
no
bridges
thin
and
bridges
ignorant
here. No baby bridges.
15-foot mouths.
Yes.
I like this is where I feel like we need Oddling.
Yeah.
Oddly and Swampy to combine for joyous goodness of drawing these. So before I let us get to so far gone that we can't be saved.
I'm already there.
You guys make your way across the bridge. You travel for about another 6 hours or so until you come across a large valley that is unnatural looking. This does not look like something that just kind of came about through natural means of just kind of erosion or generally like a geographical feature. This is a crater. It's very massive. The walls in it are fairly steep, and you see a huge city in the center of it. You see massive industry surrounding it, and on the hills around it, you see large farmland. You see strange contraptions that are metallic and seem to have a faint glow. They seem to pierce the ground, and then the kind of like a piston almost. It will pierce the ground and then move back up, and pierce the ground and move back up. And there seems to be like almost a charge that's being emanated from it. The city itself is massive, walled on any side, built into this large kind of empty space. You look down and you see ever-reaching towers. You see massive residential areas. You see even more from this range. You actually can decently see a large force of those kind of magical units of armor, those automatons that you had seen before. You see, it's just one of the initial things you immediately catch is a very large military presence, massive amounts of industry, and kind of the sharp architecture of this space. Most of the buildings are very rectangular, they're very pointed in how they're built. There is definitely kind of decorativeness to them, but a lot of the city is functional. This is, I'm trying to think, from all the cities you've seen, this is probably either the second, if not the first largest you've seen. I say Remmel, from kind of his general book knowledge of studying a lot of historical books lately, Schloss is somewhere in the ballpark of around 600, 750,000 residents.
Good lord.
This is a massive space. This this
Wow.
crater is 4 miles long.
Big bridge.
Yeah. Oh, the bridge. Yeah, the bridge got you across the river. The river was only about, maybe 100-foot wide, at most. But yeah, you guys traveled another kind of 6 hours after that, and it's just this massive crater. You guys see there is a traditional pathway that goes down it. Seems like a staircase of sorts. You kind of look at it and you're like, you think to yourselves, how long did this take to make? You travel down it and into the city proper. So, you guys, I will say there is a strange kind of scent on the air. Almost, it's definitely acrid. There is kind of smoke coming out from these buildings as well. You do have a very manufactured smell here. Schloss not doing a lot for the environment.
Icky.
So, just want to get this right out of the gate here. Not a big fan. It's a real big place, but I'm really not liking the whole, destroying the earth thing and making the air smell bad.
Does the pit
Yeah,
look
it's
like it was
funky.
dug out, or does it look like it was a crater?
Very much more of a crater look to it. It looks
Okay.
organic in nature.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I'm here because I want to go see someone named Annabelle. I don't know how many people there are named Annabelle in this city, though.
Do you know what she does?
I would assume she does some sort of metal work, and maybe or jewelry work, or works with platinum specifically.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that we could, with those, we could ask around and be like, oh, do you know Annabelle the jeweler?
Oh, I'm sure it'll get us something, or people won't talk to us at all. Sometimes these big cities, people don't give you the time of day.
That's true. But I'm sure there are people who will talk to us. Maybe there's like we can go to a pub, have a couple ales, and ask.
Oh, maybe they have a guest services we could go ask.
Probably.
What's the guest services?
Oh,
Is that another forest thing?
Oh yeah, so if you're in like a really big forest and you don't know where you're going, sometimes there'll be like this big tree that is in the center, and there'll be some squirrels that are inside the tree, or like an owl. It's oftentimes owls because they're very smart. And so you go there and you ask them some questions like, oh hey, I'm trying to get over here, how do I get there? Or, oh, I'm looking for this, is this over there? And then they let you know.
Wow, that is so convenient.
Oh yeah, it's super helpful.
Pixie, I'm very proud of you for making that up.
Monday's gonna be real sad when Monday goes to like literally any other forest ever that exists.
Right. Monday's forest is so fucking dope. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a high class forest. Like
it's
this is
an
the Ritz
royal-
of forests.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, besides the weird like zombie infestation we had for a while there.
Well, I mean,
What?
like, that's just the rich people at the Ritz.
Yeah.
So,
I hate
Um,
this. It shows up on my stream occasionally, and I have to like quickly move it because it's just so gross to me.
listen to the insect with long mouth. It's not a Lilith's horse. It's not about how big it is, it's not how you use it. I actually hate that one. So I'm gonna move right along. So after about 45 minutes to an hour, you guys do finally get down into the crater and enter the city proper. You're immediately overwhelmed with the noise, the hubbub, how busy the area is, and how kind of definitive these sectors are. You see a large military presence as well. Like you can see from above, but now on the ground level, there are soldiers in the streets consistently. They are, no one really reacts to them, so they just kind of, you get the feeling that this is normal. And you do see these large, kind of mechanized, lumbering figures as well that are just moving through the city, usually with a squad of soldiers. You guys kind of enter the city. Monday, do you just grab the nearest person you can and ask?
Yes.
Basically grab them and ask.
Yeah. Monday like reaches a hand out, like grabs someone's shoulder, like, "Oi, hey there! I'm looking for someone named Annabelle. You know, she might, be able to put antlers on this fantastic tiara."
Excuse
I have."
me. Who are you? Just touched.
Oh,
Annab-
I am Monday.
Annabelle.
Looking for Monday. She doesn't know to look for me though, so I gotta find her.
You're looking for Monday?
No, I'm Monday. I'm looking for Annabelle.
Annabelle. A
Yes.
jeweler.
Oh, I think so, or like a metal worker, or something like that.
Your
I
guess
kind of got
is
memory problems, so asking me the specifics really isn't gonna work great.
Your guess is as good as mine. There are several shopping districts where artisans and crafters reside.
Okay.
You might be better off going to just one of them. The nearest one is about 10 blocks, 20 blocks east of here. Just keep going down this main road, you'll run into it eventually.
Okay, perfect. I'll give that a shot. There doesn't happen to be like a guest services or anything like that, is there?
No.
Okay,
He just kind of turns and
perfect.
walks away.
Thank you for your help.
Oh, goodness.
Okay,
You can really
bye.
tell when people aren't from the city.
Can Remel cast a message just like so the guy doesn't see him do it? And just have him say, "We know you."
You can't even get that.
Yeah, right? It's like the kid that does a prank call. It's like, is your friend...
Just have him go like in a different voice. It's like creepy, like, "We know your secret."
Make a general charisma check.
Okay. He's good at those. Wow, he's really fucking good at those. Damn, this boy's gonna get it when he's older. That's a 25. Sorry, 23.
Just kind of like turns and looks around. Fuck is that? And you see him kind of like clutch a specific pouch on his hip, and like immediately kind of shuttle into an alley.
Monday
Monday what?
waves, like just like a thank you.
You're like,
Oh, thank you. Goodbye now. Okay, bye.
He like has drugs on him, and he's like, "Ah, shit."
walks away quickly. So.
Oh, that was kind of a weird reaction. Like, these city folk. Okay. So 10 blocks. Oh, that's not too far. Hopefully we can find Annabelle.
You guys,
Remel's gonna keep an eye out for any shops that are what they're looking for. And
parking
he'll
lot
ask,
for
also
shops.
ask like people about it as he's going along, you know, and giving him his puppy dog eyes that he's really good at.
You gonna ask people about the shop?
Like we just found out there's a shopping district, not where the exact one was, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's asking for that shop specifically. Like Annabelle works with jewelry.
Okay. You guys kind of generally picking up the trail of traffic, like foot traffic. You guys are able to make it to the shopping district. It's not very challenging. You immediately come into kind of this. It's the main path takes you into a central circle. Basically, there's a large fountain in the center that you see some children kind of playing in. You see around the circle there are shops, and there is 3 other pathways exiting out of the circle that fork off into other directions into the city. It's at this point you guys do hear the kind of the calls of shopkeepers and people advertising their wares. You want to, you can make a perception check. Excuse me.
On it.
I'm gonna roll, but really it's just for shits and giggles. 13.
Okay.
A bonus to perception.
That's an interesting reaction to laughing so hard.
Non-nat 20. Only rolled an 8.
Okay.
Dremel rolled an 11.
Okay. So, you guys all make your way into this large shopping area that apparently is only one of several. It's overwhelming so far being in the city. Not that some of you haven't been from large cities before, but this is just kind of taking you on a new level. Like it's like, you know, being in, you know, a 1 million person city, maybe 2 million or a couple, you know, like a Detroit or an Omaha or Chicago, but then you went to New York City. It's just kind of on a different scale. Irisfar, your astute eyes, which, by the way, you're all catching attention, but Irisfar and Monday are catching the most, especially Irisfar with his garb.
Or lack thereof.
Those
Yes.
lizard titties are out. To be fair,
But
Monday
here's
doesn't
Far's
have relating
nipples.
clothes either.
Does Irisfar have nipples? That is the question.
No.
Question we will never
No.
know. There's like flaps or something.
Between
Does
the
Irisfar paint on cosmetic nipples because he
To-
feels left out?
Oh my god.
The rest of us have nipples. Irisfar might
Yeah,
as well too.
Everyone else probably has them.
Roll
probably.
for nipples.
Probably.
Everyone else
Rolling
has
for
2 or more
nipples.
nipples.
I rolled a
Don't
16,
roll
but I
for-
have nipples.
16.
Well, I feel like I feel like Monday and I, at the very least, definitely have more than 2 nipples.
Oh my
I can-
god.
Yeah, we haven't had this
Probably.
conversation forever. I love it.
Especially
too long.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you
Hmm.
know what I think really kind of calls into question whether Irisfar has nipples or not is platypi.
No.
They
Oh
have
my God.
nipple
No,
patches,
Pixie, don't do this.
which is real
No.
weird. So I mean,
They-
that's another option.
The platypus wrecks everything we know about animals.
it.
It literally
Which I
breaks
also
every
think-
rule.
A giant lizard man could do as well.
Fair. So, our ever never-ending nipple debate aside,
Platypus are weird.
Irisfar does notice that there are several kind of crafters. It looks like you do notice kind of, it looks like a jewel shop and a metallurgy shop. You can choose which one you'd like to go to first.
think probably the jeweler. Don't you think, Monday?
Oh, hey, I think that makes the most sense, but I honestly cannot remember if I was told any more information about this. All I have is my notes, and my notes say that Annabelle can get antlers put on my tiara, and that she's in Schloss. And, oh, that's about all I have. Oh, and that, it would be a far way away. So,
That's pretty much all you got. You got a name and then a
Okay.
city, and that if you wanted to put antlers on the tiara, like, because you had seen another piece and had been told about it,
yeah.
then you could go back to the original crafter because the person that sold you the tiara would not. They didn't feel like their skills were good enough.
So Monday's notes were pretty good on that one. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot of information. I don't even know what Annabelle looks like, but you know, it's not like a super common name, so I'm sure we can find out. It's not like you know, like a Sarah or a Jeff or something. You know, like everybody's named that in the forest. Okay, let's go.
Wait, everyone's named. The squirrels are named Sarah or Jeff in the forest?
Oh, not everyone. You know, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, there's lots of Sarahs and Jeffs. They spell it different ways though, because they like to differentiate who's who. But you know, like there's so many Sarahs, so many Jeffs. You take away an H, you know, put in a U. It's all the same
Add an
thing.
F.
So if I went up to a squirrel, Trinity just like puts her hand on her hip. If I went up to a squirrel and I said Sarah or Jeff, I could potentially know its name.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, a lot of things get real uncomfortable with you knowing its name unless you're pretty close, especially in the forest. But if you just take a stab at it, oh yeah, you'll probably run across multiple Sarahs and Jeffs if you're talking to the squirrels. Very popular names in the last, you know, like 2 or 3 years.
Okay. I will take your word for it, I suppose.
Everywhere I see Jeff, Sarah.
Trinity, every time she's in the forest, is gonna look over at a squirrel with like a puzzled look on her eye, like, should I say it? Should I?
Sarah or Jeff?
What if I say the wrong one?
What if
Just
I
casually announce,
correctly
I'm looking for Sarah or Jeff. 50 squirrels show up.
She's gonna whisper it quietly so the other party doesn't hear and mock her.
The one time you do ends up being like a Quentin or something.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
not every squirrel is a Sarah or Jeff. That is very rude to assume. But, you know, it's just like how everybody was like a Brittany or a Jason at one point, so.
The squirrels have generational names.
Yes.
Oh my
Squirrel
god.
generations are very short, so.
So right now we're in the Sarah and Jeff era.
Yes, Sarah Jeff era.
Okay.
So, did you say you want to go to the jeweler first or the metal shop?
I think the jeweler.
All right. You see a finely carved, but a little gaudy, kind of bright colors with the paint on the wood, sign that shows looks like an elephant head with some tusks, and you just see a sign that says the spectacular elephant. As you enter the shop, you see a female halfling, kind of hair tied up into a bun. Looks like she's wearing kind of loose-fitting, very comfortable-looking clothing. Mostly kind of black and gray. She's hunched over this large kind of counter where she seems to be studying intently a jewel. Kind of as you enter.
Go ahead.
Just kind of as you enter, she looks up. Oh, hello! What can I do for you?
Oh, hi there. So this might be, you know, a bit of a long shot, but I'm looking for an Annabelle in particular. You know, someone who might be, you know, pretty well versed in putting antlers on things. You know, kind of specific there. So, you know, I might not be in the right place. Just putting that out there.
She literally makes the Excalibur face. He's like, like a just grimace.
Oh no.
Oh, Annabelle.
Oh no.
In.
Oh yeah. So do you know her?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Monday is completely oblivious to the fact that this person doesn't seem to like this other person. Oh, so can you put me in the right direction? You know, I'd super appreciate it.
Maybe. You
Okay,
know,
I can work with maybe.
I think for my time and information, since you're asking me about a rival jeweler, that maybe she kind of
Can
like.
Rimmel come up just looking like super sad? His eyes are like watery. His like lip is pouting out. He's like, but my friend really wanted something from her, and we've been traveling for so long, and
Well,
we're so tired.
yes,
Can
I'm sure you are. As she taps her tip jar, just a little bit, since you're going to my competitor, maybe something for my time.
Oh, hey, now, of course. No, Remmel, don't worry about it. You know, I'm all for paying people a fair wage and even a fair wage for information. Not a problem. Okay, so how much is this bribe gonna be?
Just gonna look at you like 35 gold.
You know, you drive a hard bargain, but this is a beautiful shop. I like the name of it, and I'd like to support your business. So, okay, 35 gold, but only after you tell me where Annabelle is.
Kind of looks to you. She's in
better do it.
Make a persuasion check.
A persuasion? All right. Not great at that.
Did
Not
Rimmel
all
help?
Offer.
Sure. Roll with advantage.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay, so 15, and let's see if that advantage helps me. 18. It did help.
No. Rimmel. Tyler had to go separate the cats. One moment.
That's me. I'm Rebel. Hi.
Oh.
Hello. So you said a 15 and a 19?
An 18.
18. Okay. Fine. Fine. She's in the Northern Oak District.
Inside
Okay,
check.
perfect. Northern District. Monday's already writing it down, but here's hard to feel free to
That'd be a 30.
Just continue to travel north in the city when you can. It's the very ritzy, rich folk district. You said 30?
Yes.
She is very irritated and her pride is hurt, but she doesn't seem like she's lying.
Okay, perfect. Okay, the Oak District, really ritzy. All right, I got that written down here. All right, so you said 35. Okay, thank you so much for your help. Monday drops 35 gold in her little tip jar and then puts an extra one in.
Thank you for your patronage.
Oh, you're welcome. You know, you might be able to work on your customer service just a little bit, okay? But, you know, thanks for your time.
Kind of eye twitches. Thank you for your feedback. I'll have to make a survey.
Oh, yeah, definitely make a survey, but only make it anonymous because people get real uncomfortable about telling the truth right to your face. I don't, but that's just me. Okay,
I think we should be going now. Thank you for your time. Trinity starts like pushing at Monday.
Wait,
Monday's,
did we take?
like, slowly scooted across the floor.
Let's go. Oh, God.
Oh, this is kind of fun, but okay, I'm walking.
Oh, Trinity like stumbles forward as soon as you start walking.
Did we take Lemire and Trinity's Ed with us on this trip, or did we
Sure
leave
did.
them?
Oh, no.
I'm sure they're fine.
They're probably not, you know, causing too many bank robbers or anything.
Oh, my
Make your bank
God.
account just on fire.
Side stories of freaking Lemure and Tristan just running about.
Why is the city on fire? Well, you know, I wanted to feel a bit like home.
Oh, what a great dad, you know?
He's just feeling homesick, okay?
So, you guys travel for another 2 hours
Oh wow.
as
Oh,
you
hey,
are.
This city's real big.
Yeah. It's not easy at first to find North Oak. district, but you do after some effort. And then generally speaking, yes, the time to get there is quite significant on foot. Traveling through busy city streets and kind of these large thoroughfares and just the general size of the city. You do see a sign, and then you can immediately tell this place is not a fountain in the center. They do really like this kind of roundabout style of roads and kind of hubs, kind of almost like a spoke system. But you see another circular shopping district with a large amount of shops. You can immediately tell the difference in money. These are finely built. You can tell of quite different materials, all kind of brick buildings or stone, very well made signs, very kind of manicured little lawns in front of them. And then in the center of this area is a large oak tree. You do notice a jeweler, another kind of jewelry shop. My notes. This one is called Fortune's Shimmer.
So if we were getting looked at before, how much are we getting looked at in the rich part of the city?
It's like the people are looking at you, but now the guards are really looking at you.
Oh, should I, do you think we should?
It'll be fine.
There's actually
Will
kind
we
of
be
a
fine?
troop that are passing you, and as they do, is there something we can help you with? You must be visitors to the city. You just doing some shopping, not causing trouble.
Oh, no trouble, no. I'm just peace commissioned from a jeweler here.
Oh, what jeweler are you looking for?
I'm looking for Annabelle specifically. I'm looking to get some antlers made.
Ah. Oh, you are in the right area. I'll just head over there to the Fortune's Shimmer. That is Annabelle's shop.
Oh, thank you so much for the direction. So kind. Okay, yeah, we'll be right on our way, sir.
Alright. Don't get into trouble, okay?
Oh, Trouble's my middle name. Just kidding. I'm just here. Okay, bye now.
Very, very suspiciously at you. Something to
Totally
note.
taken.
In lots of the cities you've been into, you've seen a variety of town guard, right? They're usually wearing either a variety of leathers or kind of sometimes they'll have scale mail on, sometimes they'll have pieces of plate. Most of the soldiers here, the guard here, are in what looks to be either half plate or full plate, which your guys' travels and such. Flame, you would very much know that it's finely crafted and it's expensive. To arm all of your soldiers with such full and nice
Yeah.
armor.
Hey, Cephalopod, thank
the
you
armor
so much
itself
for the
is
follow.
well made as well.
Sorry, I usually don't
it
talk to
has
chat
some
during
adornments on
D&D,
it, but
but
functionality
I
seems to
appreciate
be
you.
very
Thank you.
like they're the leader, it looks like, of that group that you just saw, did have some sort of shoulder cloak, and you can tell that he has an insignia on his scabbard that looks similar to the Zendirian kind of banner, but outside of that, there is very little adornment on it. There's nothing superfluous that would get in the way of combat. So just something that you kind of notice that piques your interest. As you guys kind of make it over to the Fortune Shimmer, you notice that this area is perfectly manicured hedge, a series of kind of small trees outside, and the hedge itself is all shimmering, as if there's just hundreds of dazzling diamonds inside of it.
Oh, now that is gorgeous. Okay, that's an aesthetic I can really get behind. I'm not much for all the, the glitz and the glamour, but that is a look.
You guys enter the shop.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You guys go ahead and enter the shop. As you do, you hear like not like a ring necessarily, like a bell. It's just like a ding dong, and it's like sing song, and it seems to come from everywhere in the room. That's a bit odd. And you see an elvish woman, who's wearing some sort of like waist cloak that goes down with these very kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I would call them sliders, or for lack of a better term, like Spanx. And then she has just a kind of top wrap, similar to kind of what I imagine Monday would wear.
Monday's
Ve-
bikini, yes.
Yeah, the battle bikini. Yeah, she
The
sort of has
battle bikini.
just this top wrap that I mean, it seems to be made of like kind of finer cloth or silk of some sort. But she is covered in, it looks like grease almost. She has some sort of contraption that looks like a series of, looks like a goggles of some sort. And she's wearing gloves. The area in here is very warm as well. Kind of looks up. Hello, is there something I can do for you?
Oh,
Anything
hi
at all?
there. I'm looking for Annabelle.
Right.
Would that be you?
You're in the right place. That's me, Annabelle.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I've come a pretty long way, but I'm here because I was
Right.
looking to commission a way to get antlers put on my tiara here. You know, like made of platinum.
She kind of looks up. And I'll say she has kind of this light, or no, it's kind of mid-range brunette hair, very long. She gives off a very strong like Winry rock bell vibe.
Mhm.
Just
I
kind of
like
looks
it.
up. Bring that tiara over here.
Oh yeah, sure thing. Monday would come over and just like kind of like plop her head down and then pull it off and plop it on the counter.
She kind of whistles to herself. I be. This is one of my works. How did it make it? Where did you get it from?
Oh, so I got it in a shop. Let me see if I can remember where it was.
Wasn't it in 4A or was it in a town nearby?
Oh, it was a ways ago. It was shortly after I
Oh.
joined y'all. Monday's like kind of thinking real hard, like, oh, I don't remember. I didn't write it down. Okay.
I want to
So-
say it was either in Bellevue or in like Anam, excuse me. Like it was either in Oghold somewhere or Bellevue, but I thought it was in
I
Oghold.
think it was in. I thought it was in Room somewhere, but I could be wrong.
I knew it was fairly shortly after I joined you all because I didn't have like any money.
Mhm.
And Trinity fronted Monday the money, and then Monday paid her back later. But
You
I
didn't
don't know
have to, though.
that she was gonna.
Yeah.
But Monday didn't have like any money for a really long time,
Mhm.
so like I don't know how long that actually was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just kind of generally like, well, that's pretty far north. I like it. I'm glad that my stuff's making it around. It seems like it's found quite the home. So you said you wanted to bring it back to me to put antlers on it. You wanted the finishing touches.
Oh yeah, so I saw like antlers on another piece, but it wasn't on this piece, and I really like this piece. So I was talking to the jeweler there, and they said that they couldn't do it, but that you probably would be able to because you were the one who originally made the tiara. So I was hoping you'd be able to get a nice rack on here for me.
Well, I think you have quite a nice rack as is. But
Oh,
I
thank
can-
you so much.
I love
But
her.
I can add something for you. Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
She kind of jumps up on top of the counter that she was working on. And you can see at this point that you guys are far enough in, the heat that you understand where it's emanating now. You can see Forge behind her. Deeper into the shop, you can see just these this hot magma swirling around. Well, let me take a look at this. And she kind of sits cross-legged on top of the counter, pulls the goggles down. This is one of my finer works. Very proud of it, honestly. But I can always improve it. So, you're wanting antlers added to it? Any
Oh, yeah.
enchantments, or are we looking for more of just a decorative piece here?
Oh, I'm not opposed to enchantments, but I don't know too much about magic. You know, I'm more of a hack and slash, get in there, rage, destroy everything kind of gal.
Ah, I can tell. Ah, you know, there's really a beauty to that kind of fighting. There's so much magic these days, you know, the classics, I feel like they're not appreciated enough.
Oh, I definitely get you there. You know, magic has its uses for sure. No offense, all my friends who do all that kind of magic and stuff. But, you know, there's a certain visceral joy in just getting to rip something apart with your bare hands.
That is truly true. So apologies for my distraction. I'm looking for where I could add into the piece. So, how much do you trust me? Actually, I haven't gotten your name. You seem to know me already. I'm Annabelle, Annabelle Vistock. But what is your name?
Oh, I'm Monday, just Monday.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Monday. I see you're a worshipper of the matron.
Oh, that I am. You know, I got the moon here on my necklace, got it on my axe. You know, she and I are pretty close.
That's very nice. I can run with that. So, my question for you, Monday, is we can do two things. We can do just decorative, and I can make you a beautiful set of antlers to add to your tiara, or I can go for more of a adding a functional enchantment as well. It's your decision. The enchantment would be well, let's see. You may not know a lot about me, but you know what kind of pieces I make. I try to make everything one of a kind. I know a little bit about you. I'd sit and chat with you a little bit more, get a feel for your experience, and then I would create a piece of art. Some people don't like this because they don't have as much control over it. That being said, the enchantment, I don't know what I'd put in it yet. So you'd be paying for an enchantment that you don't know what it would do. So if some people don't like that, that's fine. But I like to be upfront with people on that if they don't know me and they don't know my work. Some people consider it a bit eccentric, but, well, I do well enough on business, so some people must like it for some reason.
Oh, hey, so, you know, that sounds great for me because I honestly don't know what I want. And I'm a big patron of the arts, big on fate as, you know, a thing that drives me. So, you know, I trust you and I trust that you're going to pick the thing that's good for me because, you know, I like ya.
Oh, she gives a big kind of like toothy grin. Just kind of looks at you, pulls up. Yeah, she pulls up the goggles. You notice she has these kind of faint, golden and green eyes. I think I like you too, Monday. I think you're going to be one of my most interesting customers in quite a while. Well,
Oh, you flatter me. Okay, so I'm definitely interested. You got me. Where do I sign?
well, that depends on how much money you got. So, decorative pieces here, just adding the antlers, would be 1,500 gold. Adding
Okay.
an enchantment to it adds a lot of extra work and a lot more to it. So that one is 5,500 gold. Now, puts a hand up. I understand that's quite a lot of money. You guys look like adventurers, so you could be flush with cash. That's very possible. But I like to work with people. I work on payment plans if necessary. I do like taking half up front. I usually like doing a half and half, but I have been known to do a third at times, just depending. But that's up to you. You can do all 5,500 now if you want the enchantment. You could do 2,750. What calls to you?
Okay, well, hold on one second. And Monday's going to start rifling through her satchel, i.e., her fanny pack, and kind of figure out how much cash she has on her. And how much are platinum?
One platinum is 10 gold.
Okay. Just trying to figure that out because I had 5 platinum, and I'm like, I honestly always forget how much platinum is. Okay, so taking a look here, I'm not super organized, but I think I've got 3,000, around 500 gold on me right now. I trust you won't steal from me, so I'm okay sharing that. I think I could do 3,000 now and do the rest on a payment plan if you're good for that.
I'm good for that. You got some work you're doing around here? I'm assuming you'll be looking for more gold if you're handing me about everything you got.
Oh yeah, we'll be doing some work a bit of ways away from here. We're going on a bit of a trip, but we would be coming back after, and they said they're gonna pay us, and I trust that they're gonna do that unless the world ends. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen, between you and me.
Well, I hope that the world doesn't end either.
Rimmel just has a 10-mile long stare. Just. His face goes dark.
It's. Sorry, I'm just imagining that. I'm trying to find something very specific. I can't find it. There's such a good the anime trope where the screen turns gray and there's those little black slashes.
Yes.
Yep.
3,000 gold is plenty to get us started. So, enchantment is what you're looking for. I had the right read of you?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Well, I will take that tiara from you then, and let me tell you, it's gonna look great. I have some ideas already in mind. That being said, I would like, if I could, you all look like you're lovely people, but if you would, I would love to have a little bit of alone time with your friend here. To kind of get to know her a bit better, so I can make these antlers and this enchantment just right. I need to get to know my muse before I make my art.
Oh, hey, I'm good with it. If you're all good with it, I can take care of myself. If she's about to ambush me, I got it. We're okay.
Oh, yeah. We can go grab lunch or something, pick something up for you too.
Oh yeah, can you get me some dumplings or something like that? I'm feeling pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, you know what I mean. I could eat a horse, okay?
Yeah, we'll make sure to get you a lot of dumplings so that doesn't happen again.
Oh, thank you so much.
She's like, I could eat a horse. You know what? Forget the dumplings and make it a horse.
Bring me one horse, please.
Annabelle just kind of chuckles. All right, perfect. So, while you guys, all the rest of you, kind of file out. So then, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, isn't that a loaded question now? Okay, so, honestly, I don't know much about who I am, before, I don't know, a couple years ago, a year ago. I'm not so great with time. I died, so that's the thing that happened. I was, a holy warrior for the matron, protecting some temple. But that didn't go down too well for me. And, everybody died, including me. And then I woke up in a forest, and I didn't know, Eve from Adam. I was so confused. But, the matron was there for me. And, so I lived in the woods, and, I kind of learned how to live again. Hang out with some squirrels, had a pretty good time for quite a while. But, it felt like something was missing. Like I wasn't really getting to what I was supposed to be doing, just hanging out with the trees. So, one day, that group of ragamuffins you saw out there showed up in my woods, and they were there to stop some zombies some undead fellas. And so I helped him out because I'd been meaning to get over there for a while, but there was this big bear, so that was a thing. And after all of that, we cleared the forest, figured out what was going on, and I went on an adventure. And so I've been kicking ass and taking names for a while now, and it really suits me. It's a good time. I'm really all about defending my friends, making sure everybody's doing things that are above board. Taking care of people, not so much taking care of institutions. You can burn all those cities you want to the ground, but you leave those people alone and don't touch my forest, okay?
You are quite the character. A loaded question, maybe, but you answered it to the T and beyond.
Hi, Skippy.
You
Sorry,
really are
I
one of the
usually
more
don't talk a lot
fascinating
during
customers
D&D.
I've had in quite some time.
Hello, welcome.
Monday, I have to say, that is quite the tale. Goodness. Well, that is a lot for me to work with, and I have some ideas already. I feel like I almost need to repay the favor. I mean,
Hey, I'd love to learn more about you. I came all the way here for Annabelle. So, learn a little bit about Annabelle makes sense.
Somebody must have recommended me highly. Well, I'm Annabelle, you already know that. Traveling merchant, artisan, whatever you want to call me. I studied at a traditional college in PsycheSiren for quite some time. Before making my way around the world, I've traveled to just about every corner, making different jeweled pieces, enchantments, and metal pieces. I've even made weapons for a time. The weapons don't entertain me as much. Doing something unique like this does. I did for a little while get into tattoos. I still like doing there, but jewels and metal are what really call for me. It's where I feel like I excel the most. But yes, I was born in a small village called Dore. Grew up and got my start in Thelian with a master, mentor that I worked under. And then when I could, I was a journeyman and traveled quite all over. Met interesting people, fell in love a couple times. Made some very shitty pieces, made some great pieces. Made a couple pieces that kings were used. Pretty proud of that one. King of Oghold, 2 generations ago, wore a crown made by me.
Hey, that's nothing to that's something to talk about. You should be proud of that. That's a big deal.
I definitely was. It definitely leaves me, I feel, adrift sometimes these days. Don't know really where I want to go and what I want to do. I've been here in Schloss for a bit of a time. I think it might be time for a move again. I do really love this shop, though. One of my finer and more well-built ones. But, I don't know, sometimes the road just feels like it's calling.
Hey, I get feeling adrift, believe me. Wake up in a forest not knowing who you are. You definitely feel a bit adrift. But getting out there, seeing the world, mixing things up a little bit, it really puts everything into perspective for you, and it sets you out on a path. And sometimes that's what you need to do. Get out there and, let fate guide you a little bit.
She kind of puts, she's still sitting, like, cross-legged on top of the counter, too, this whole time. And she kind of puts her elbow against her knee and puts her kind of chin onto her fist. I think, honestly, I think you're right. I feel like my free-spiritedness has been really cut down being in a city, especially like this one. Schloss offers a lot of security, and Xandair in general offers a lot of security, but frankly, I don't know, the military is stifling. And honestly,
seems a bit uptight here.
It is a bit uptight. And then the technology too. I kind of miss, like, not necessarily roughing it. I don't mind traveling on the road, but like having a little bit more of a natural element to it here. There's just so much technology. There's just something about going, walking down the road and the dirt road with a torch in your hand, making your way to the tavern where it's just made out of plain wood. There's torches, the town guard are there. and it's just it's Brandon and Guthrie, and you know them, you see them every day. They're just friends. They like to have a good drink. The farmers have come in from the fields to have a good drink. You sit over some mutton, you share some stories, you find a cutie to shag. I mean, like, I really just miss the simple things,
Oh, there's a certain joy in it, the salt of the earth. That certain, knowing that you're working hard each day, but you get to go home and rest, that there isn't the weight of the world on your shoulders. Or if the weight of the world is there, you put it there yourself and not the expectations of the rest of the world. Oh, those expectations. Every time I walk in a city, everybody's looking at me because, look at me. So, like, I get it.
I have been.
Sorry, that got me.
For those of you watching stream who can't see what's going on, apparently this is a thirst trap that Gil has created, and our chat is going wild, and I am not okay.
Listen, 2020 was a long year, all right.
It was a long year.
I haven't seen another woman in ages.
I'm just gonna pour more rum. This is one of those nights. I can't.
I don't do it on purpose. I was thinking to myself this whole session as soon as you're like, because I knew you want to go see Annabelle soon. I've been thinking about it for a little bit. I was like, okay, what does Annabelle look like? What's her backstory? Stuff like that. And in my head, I have always just had somewhere between Winry and Greed.
She sounds like Austin Powers. She said shag. What have you made?
It's the Irish accent for me.
God. I'm gonna run out of alcohol.
She is
Alright.
like Winry and Greed.
But,
I love her.
It's just, see, I love making people laugh. But I think that you have a good point. I think you really do. I think it's not so bad, but I think after this piece, I finish up with you. I'll sell the shop, kind of take the things I need, and start traveling again. Do some journey work. Ooh, or... Okay, actually, I've got a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
You said you've been traveling quite a lot lately, yeah?
Oh yeah, basically constantly, except for we had a wedding we went to. That was fun, and we were in hell for a while, so good times.
You are getting more and more interested by the second. You're gonna tell me that horror hell story later, maybe over a drink or something.
Hey, it was pretty wild, okay? Oh boy. Okay, definitely tell you about it later, but we're getting off track.
True. What would you say is what is the most beautiful place you've lived at recently? Somewhere that kind of inspires you, maybe, or maybe that matron draws you to, even.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we've been a lot of, interesting places. But I still feel a certain affinity for that forest that I woke up in. First place I saw, lived there for a while. It's a gorgeous place. The squirrels are great. You have a really good community there. So if you're going someplace, you want to go there. It's gorgeous. I can give you a little map. It's pretty nice. I went back to the temple, the one I died at, and we did some work trying to fix it up, and really it was quite gorgeous, besides the horrible deaths that occurred there. It was a really peaceful place, after we finished fixing it up. And basically any temple of the matron is a really peaceful place, but that's for me personally. I don't want to push any beliefs on you. That's really where I come from. But
What?
Speaking of my forest, there was this lady who was in a forge in my forest, and she's still there. So if you're looking for somebody else who's doing metal work, she's there and still working away, I think. Nice lady once you get to know her. Just there's some undead folks she had around, but it shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Eyebrow kind of raises. Interesting. Here, let me go grab, and she kind of hops off the counter, rummages through some shelves further back, kind of wipes her brow. God, Horge is always hot as hell. Here. Grabs out kind of an older piece of paper, rolls it out. You see it's a map. All right, so forest. You said it was in Royaume. Is it this one, the Latit?
Is that right?
That is correct, yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's where I woke up.
There's
I like to just imagine Monday going like, oh, I don't know, it might be. I don't look at maps very often.
Well, it looks like it's in the right place, so I assume that's the right one. But you know, if there's a lot of forest in that area, one forest kind of looks like the other when you're not in it. So be careful.
Sorry, I've lost a little bit because I'm just like, we're just stacking foray with lesbians.
Yes.
Because there's already the 2 huntresses there too.
Yes. Monday woke up in the lesbian forest,
Yes.
and she was very happy there.
The lesbian. So, if I was gonna go near the forest, I would either need to be in Bellevue or Foray with my gear. My plan, which I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'd like to have somewhere where I could put all this gear at, so I could do longer and more in-depth projects while I travel around and go everywhere else. Your shrines in the south and Vanahiomi sound beautiful. They sound like places I could definitely visit. Would love to. I could even pop back into Torsarin for a little bit if I wished. Though, it's been a couple 100 years since I've been there, so I don't know if I'd want to go back yet.
Oh, hey, you know, things change, but a lot of things stay the same in a couple 100 years, I hear.
That's very true, especially when you're talking about elves.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you might have left behind a few broken hearts.
I left behind a lot. Maybe a few broken hearts. I think I had more of those in maybe Ohana than anywhere else. But that's another story for drinks.
We're gonna have a lot of drinks, you and I.
Yeah, I'll have to decide, but I'm thinking one of those 2 cities is my landing spot. Yeah. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more convinced I am. Well, Monday, you've taught me quite a valuable thing today. And I've enjoyed every second of our conversation. It's been very nice. So, my question for you. Well, first a couple of things. I'll be businessy real quick. One, I'll get started on your creation right away. It will take some time, just so you know. It's
yeah,
not.
I figured as much. Not an immediate work when you're working with art.
No, definitely not. We're looking at something that's gonna be weeks to months. Just depending. I do feel quite inspired, and I have a good idea of what I want to do, so that'll help out with the time. But just wanting to set that expectation for you right away. That being said, I don't have anything I'm necessarily doing tonight. If you and your friends want to go get drinks, I do know a good tavern around. And then a second addendum onto that. Whenever you do come back in to get your item and to finish your payment off, if you would like to, I've seen your group and I see yourself. You're quite, how do I say? Just kind of scratches her cheek and kind of looks away. Strong?
Oh yeah, I'm ripped.
Well, that's one way to put it. You seem like you take care of yourself. I could use strong arms in the move. So, just something to ponder. I could even knock off some of the price of your antlers. If you guys would be willing to help me move some of my the important pieces of the shop before I sell the shop.
Oh, hey, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm almost certain that they'd be amenable to those terms. So, yeah, I will, of course, ask them first, and, we can get drinks tonight with everybody. You know, kind of see if they're game. But you know, once we get back into town, I'm sure we could help you out with that. You know, we got some pretty big guns in this party, if you know what I mean. I'm sure we can help move some equipment. Be easier than a lot of the jobs they send us on, where, you know, we go to hell, we fight liches, or we don't fight liches, or, you know, like any of the million of things we've done that are just wild at this point.
I really need to hear more about these stories. That's quite the life you live, Monday.
Oh, hey, it's something, all right. You know, not too bad for a second life. Monday's making like a face like she doesn't actually know if this is only the first time she's died.
Well, you know,
I'm not actually sure.
At least you took your new lease on life and you ran with it, eh?
Oh, yeah, I certainly ran with it somewhere. Oh, it's been a wild ride, but okay. Yes, drinks tonight. Do you have a place you like to go? We really don't know where we're going.
Well, it's starting to get close to close for me, so I could just close up the shop. We could go looking for your friends, and I could take you to the tavern.
Sounds like a good time. You got me. Let's go.
All right, perfect. There's one nearby called the Remarkable Jester. It's definitely a favorite of mine. So, let's go find your friends, eh?
Oh, let's go.
Okay. So, the two of you make your way out of the shop and through the streets. Annabelle leads you kind of to where she would have expected the rest of the group, kind of the nearest food area. Has there been anything you guys have been doing while you're getting food while this has all been happening?
Remel got like a bucket of whatever he could find that's close to dumplings.
Okay.
And also got some shepherd's pie in the meantime, because that sounds really good right now.
Ooh, I would love shepherd's pie.
I know, right?
Trinity is drinking copiously because of her dad and Lemure.
Slosh by now.
Yeah, very. Also me IRL, but.
She's sloshed in slosh.
Slosh!
Oh, fuck you!
I love it. Now I want to drink.
God,
But in a good way.
cheers, Cody. Let's just
What?
freaking. I can't.
Yeah, I want to drink, but in a good way. That was a good one.
That was hilarious.
You're welcome.
So, okay. Yeah, there's nothing else kind of specific you guys wanted to be doing. You guys are eating and kind of saving a seat, and it's kind of a little bit longer than you expected. But then you see Monday in the crowd and kind of wave her over. But then you also see Annabelle still with her.
Oh, hey, she decided to come and join us. You know, I thought we could get a drink or something. She's real interested in what we've all been doing. And, you know, she's like real cool, okay? So, like, keep it on the DL, all right? She's pretty cool.
Oh, you think she's cool?
Okay, so I wanted to introduce everybody. Annabelle. Okay, so we're just gonna go left to right here. So we have Irisfar. He's the tall lizardy one. Okay, and then we have Flame. She's the kitty one. Okay, and then we have Trinity.
Hey.
Got the horns. She's watch out for the fire with her. She's real fiery. And then we have Remel.
Hi.
He's the little one.
Hello.
And then over there is Vela. She's real good.
Well, it's nice to formally meet you all. You'll know my name. I'm Annabelle, and what would I say? I am. I'm that's probably the soft one. Yeah. Maybe the pointy-eared, but that's kind of rude, I guess, in some circles. But I'm the weird one. I'm the weird art girl, huh?
Yeah, same.
and you notice that like there's kind of an evening chill, and you guys do see that storm that had been kind of rolling in seems to be a lot closer now. She kept like the kind of waist, kind of, it's almost like cloak or skirt-esque thing with the Spanx. She kept that, but she put on this jacket. She didn't close it. It's just kind of like a light jacket that she has open. So that all being said, if you'd like to, I can take you guys to the Remarkable Jester. That is a local of mine. Nice tavern where we can sit down and I can introduce you to Hollander. He's a good guy. He'll definitely serve us well.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go if everyone else is ready to go. I know, Trinity here looks like she's already been having a good time. But...
yes, a great time. But we really should be.
She's been day drinking like crazy today. It's
Oh, it's night
actually.
drinking now. She's drinking into the night.
Oh, she's been, it never stopped.
Listen, it's
24-hour
just
drinking.
family issues. It'll be fine. We
Oh
should
my
go.
god, we left your dad!
Yeah, we should probably find him. Huh.
So
Oh, hey, I figure, what's one night here we can go back in the morning. How much trouble can your dad start, just overnight?
He married my mother. What do you think? We need to go to bed and find him the next day.
Point taken.
New
Oh, yeah, I
Year's
heard
with him.
that.
Oh, God.
Did he do that in a single day and night, or was that like a process?
They definitely got married in Vegas.
Hell Vegas.
It's a
Vegas.
second Vegas.
It's just Vegas.
I've never really wanted to know the story, but I've heard. Let's just go.
So, Annabelle leads you guys down there, and it's late now at this point. It's probably like 8 or 9, because it took you, you left around midday. It took you several hours to get to the town, and then several hours to navigate it. So you guys make your way down the streets, which are all lit up by magical, looks like magical torches of some sort, or magical lanterns. It's definitely a unique experience you guys still haven't quite gotten used to since entering Xandir, just how much magical technology they have. You guys make your way down into the kind of the circle again and off the one of the spoke streets, down for a little bit, about 15 minutes, and then you see a rowdy kind of looking tavern that seems out of place for this nicer area of town. Something that kind of sticks out to you. There's kind of a crude drawing of a jester on the outside. No sign, just that. It's kind of got a smooth stone. There's a small kind of, it looks like almost dragon-like kind of skull knocker. As you guys kind of go to enter the tavern itself, and the door gets like smacked open and someone stumbles out. Like, fuck you, Hollander. I'll come back later. You're gonna have my damn ale. Kind of trips and stumbles. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Sonny. You'll see about that one. Oh,
I feel like
boy.
Criminal's just like stepping to the side, just like, oh, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
As you step in, you see a very lanky, kind of thin, younger looking human male. Kind of longer black hair tied into like a short ponytail. Wearing kind of an apron and pants. Kind of stares, hands on his hips. Is that Annabelle at my door? Annabelle at my door. With like 6? Wow, y'all are big. Oh. No.
Thank you.
Someone close that door. Are you bringing children in here now, too? All right, that's a little rude
I'm
to know. I need
23,
you to check
okay?
yourself. You're
I'm
like 19
23.
yourself,
What?
basically.
No, I'm not. I'm.
I am 24. That's basically 19. You're. Listen, when I was 24, I was basically a baby. I just go to your corner booth, please. I'll bring drinks soon. Thank you, Hollander.
Oh, hey, we get a corner booth. Perfect. All right, let's go, everyone. Come on, Remel. You're not a child. You're allowed in the bar.
Thank you. That's what I thought. Now,
Oh, you're very welcome, young
fetch
man.
me my crayons.
Monday pulls crayons out of a fanny pack.
He starts drawing.
Oh my god.
I love this scene. Bring me my crayons and
An
my
ale,
apple
please?
juice.
Here.
I would like some apple juice with a shot of milk.
Oh, going hard tonight.
I'm feeling risky. After that shot of straight, clear absinthe from hell, yeah, I'm gonna risky with the milk.
Oh, you get used to it.
Yep.
It's the kids menu, you know.
Slight look of dread spreads on his face. He just goes back to coloring.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Color
That's
some
human
flowers.
blood.
he colors more aggressively.
The first coloring was just like normal coloring, and then like as the conversation continues, harder and harder and faster.
Oh crap, my yellow broke. Monday.
Oh, hey, give me just 1 second. Monday takes the yellow crayon and pulls out a knife and like sharpens it again and hands it back.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you.
It's like those candy canes you suck too hard and you can shake someone with.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I should. Speaking of that, keep going.
Wait,
but...
What? No, that shouldn't
what?
remind you of anything. What are you doing?
It's her shanking tool.
She's Shank Gill, clearly.
Oh,
which one is
sweet
worse?
Christ.
Shanking or never mind.
So we're in a booth at an Outback. What next?
So you guys get seated, and they bring over a round of ales for all of you. Oh, thank you, Hollander. I always appreciate you and your patronage. You're such a good guy. And he's just like, I want to die. Yes. Please don't burn down the establishment, please.
Looks
Please.
Yeah,
really.
Trinity.
Everyone.
everyone.
I make no promises.
He like,
Jesus. Sorry,
the-
my cat fell off a table.
oh, he's just like, oh my god. And he leaves the table. So, you have led me on with so many great starts to stories, and I am here to collect, Miss Monday. So please do tell.
Oh, hey, so I'm probably not the best one to tell these stories because mainly once we get in a fight, I go into a blind rage and just destroy stuff. But, any one of my friends here, they probably have a better recollection of events than I do. So, okay, so what's gonna be most interesting? Okay. So, who wants to tell about the time that we went and met Cupid and fought that angel dude? That was a really good time.
That was almost a year ago, exactly.
Oh yeah, it
man.
was a while ago.
In the before times.
Or what's another good story someone could tell? Okay, so so we could tell about how just even half the stuff we did in hell. I don't know who wants to peek up about that, but so much stuff in hell. Or
Whoa, a lot of things now.
we could talk about the stuff that happened in the cave. That was scary. Or we could talk about goodness, we've done so many things. Ooh, the Phoenix. Who
Well,
wants to tell a story? Okay, because I can tell
Well-
a story, but I've been talking all night.
Well, there's a plague we dealt with. That was before we knew you, I think. Well, there was a plague, and then, but you were there in spirit. We dealt with a vampire uprising where they like started a war, and then we worked with vampires, but they were good vampires.
There's such a thing?
Well, politically involved for their own power, but because of that, they have to be good. Probably more along those lines. It benefits them being good more than being evil, I think. Oh, oh man, we have done a lot. We went to the Shattered Isles and fought dinosaurs,
Oh,
which is a name that I came up for them because I didn't know what they were, so.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
and we brought what are they called? The dinosaur meat back with us, and then we
we
used it
ate
for
a
the
lot of-
wedding. Oh, that was a good
We got-
time.
Oh, I forgot that you
Married in the Feywild.
catered my wedding with dinosaur meat. I forgot about that. Can I have another ale, please? Thank you.
Oh, the Feywild was beautiful, and
It was.
Dinosaur meat smelled so good.
It did,
Oh.
surprisingly. I even saw Spring take a bite of it, and he's picky.
Oh, the Fae. You've been in it, huh?
Another ale, please.
A little bit of the reverse, but you could say that.
Somewhere Aramil's just like, why do I have this awful feeling?
I'm really glad that the sex ed lessons that Monday taught Remmel paid off.
This kid is gonna get so messed up. Oh my god.
God.
I'm crying. You could say we've been very busy. Gosh!
Yeah, we have.
Oh, hey, that's why Cupid gave you that ring. Oh.
Why is this like one of those anime filler recap episodes? Oh god.
You can't help us now.
Just flashbacks every time we make like a reference.
Well, it's all on the VODs channel, so at least people can go back for that.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
So, sorry, I'm adding a little bit to my notes. Write that down.
Memo, kill entire party because I'm done with them.
In our defense, he
Memo,
started at
every
that time.
He did.
absolutely everyone, because we're all awful. Okay, perfect. Check that off the list.
Chaotic
Oh, no.
awful.
I am probably just as awful. That is quite the experience you guys have had traveling around. Goodness. Monday started it, but really between talking to all of you, I miss the open road. Well, I feel like if all's fair is fair, I can share a little bit about myself. Well, I told Monday I'm from PsycheSiren originally. Traveled around quite a lot there. I think one of the more interesting things. Let's see. I did run into the beast of Vigron Forest once. There is some sort of beast that emanates from that area. It didn't kill me, so that's pretty nice. Ran into it, was able to kind of distract it with a little bauble of mine, and was able to leave in a hurry.
Do you want us to kill it? We can kill it for you. What?
You know,
What?
frankly, if you're ever really looking for work or something like that, and you're in PsycheSiren, go to Thilian. I'm pretty sure the king has an open bounty on the beast. You can talk to him more about it.
Beast hunt.
But
Maybe we could get more meat.
maybe so. That being said, I've spent quite a lot of time up in Royum, kind of experiencing the arts. Royum used to be quite quite the place for, let's say, exploration, of arcane and social aspects and art, especially art. A lot of wild artistic things all going down it, and about 30 to 60. Oh no, it's longer than that. Probably about 100 to 150 years ago. There was a lot going on there. I met some lovely people and had some fantastic experiences, from just creations we made to the company and the time I spent with them. I spent a lot of time in Uhana. There's nothing quite like the Bilga Mountains when they're snow-capped and you're just looking out into the ocean or over the capital of Moana. It's quite beautiful, honestly. I met quite a lovely dragonborn lady while I was there. She was very sweet. I was very sweet on her for a time. But to be fair, neither of us were looking for anything crazy long term. We did run into some Yetis at one point, which was interesting and exciting. Was able to deal with them fairly easy, but was quite the thrill. Thought about just doing some mountain climbing and suddenly you got Yetis surrounding you, trying to drag you off to eat you in their caves, huh?
Oh, hey, I've been confused for a Yeti once or twice. Oh, quite a laugh. People get real scared and run away. Oh, it's pretty fun.
Oh, I could understand with how big and muscly you are. It makes sense, though. Yetis are much less attractive, let me tell you.
Oh, you flatter me.
The wheeze.
Sorry.
Being called more attractive than a Yeti. Compliment of the year.
Yeah, right?
She's fairly blunt. No one said she's charismatic.
No, I love it. Monday loves it. It's fine.
I think for a time I really traveled a lot of Oghold as well. I spent a lot of time fishing off of Urguide and traveling through Nanam. I spent a good amount of time on a boat. Did actually fight some pirates at one point, which was a joy. I
I'm
can't
from
say it.
Oghold.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
thought I picked up the accent a bit.
Huh.
Well, I have to say that your countryside is beautiful, and one of my favorite places to have spent time in. Let's see. Other than that, I spent a bit of time in Caligar. I didn't run into any vampires like you guys said you did, but I did run into a werewolf in Einfeld. Strange guy, trying to live as best as he could with the curse, but definitely challenging. Glad I met him during the daytime. He did actually accidentally save me from some bandits. Again, I had to use kind of a small little creation of mine to kind of help me escape in the moment. Met up with him later the next day. He profusely apologized, but I thought I thanked him for protecting me in his own way. But we parted paths from there. But
Hey, that sounds like you've lived quite a life, We've been on a lot of adventures in the last year or so, but you've got, so much time.
yeah, some people say it's a blessing or a curse of the elvish blood. But yeah, I'm on my, oh, lordy, it's hard to keep track these days. 376th year?
Wow.
Oh, how?
So,
Congratulations.
oh, thank you. Definitely in my, my adulthood of elvish life. About 100, you really kind of come out of your childhood and your teen years, and you really come into yourself a bit. Yeah, I'd probably be considered a kind of middle adult. Out of my young adult years, but not quite into my, my full golden adulthood, if you will. I'd still be considered a little reckless and rambunctious for elvish standards.
Oh, I don't know how old I am. But that's half the fun, I guess. You know, just kind of roll the dice, figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, nothing wrong with a roll of the dice, huh?
Oh, no, I'm a big fan of dice.
No, exactly.
Roll them every day.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Upsetting.
Go watch Roll the Roll today on Twitch.tv.
Oh, hey, you should check out Roll the Roll. That's my home channel, don't you know?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
anyway, on with the plug.
Are you okay Monday?
Oh, wow, what was that there? It was like some sort of a strange split with reality. Oh boy, memory problems are getting worse. Oh, don't die, y'all. It's problem. Okay.
Well, as long as you think you'll be okay, I won't worry about it too much.
Oh,
My
it
memory
probably
hasn't-
shouldn't happen again. Probably okay.
Okay.
I hope not.
But yeah, I think she kind of looks around. I think we've almost closed up shop here. Most of the people have stumbled out for the night. Looks like Hollander's doing the cleaning. Are you guys gonna probably need to get a room here? Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no.
that'd be fine.
Oh, well, if you wanted, we could just teleport back.
Oh, have you learned how to teleport, Remo?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
It's probably for
'Cause I
the
got-
best.
Unless we want to stay the night. I mean, I don't know, Monday. It's kind of up to you, I guess.
Oh, I don't want to keep us from, anything we gotta do, even if it's really nice here and if this bar is really cool and the be great. But we probably have places to be, so.
Well, actually, though, and Trinity kind of nudges Monday. You know, I am kind of tired, and I do think someone should get a room. So, maybe let's stay.
I think we'd need more than just like one room.
Premol,
There's a lot.
it's a grown-up thing.
Oh. Oh! Oh! Yeah! Because Monday's bad.
We're all very tired, aren't we?
She's bad. I
It's
don't
the
think she's
forest
very bad.
lingo I picked up.
Oh.
From the
Speaking
Sarahs
in-
and the Jeffs.
If we're speaking in double speak here.
Oh no.
Right? Wait, did I misunderstand something? Wait.
You're fine, Remel. You're quite you're quite the kiddo.
Oh, you're quite astute there, Remo.
More milk, please!
Monday, if she wasn't covered in fur, would be blushing. Maybe you
Oh.
see her nose like get a little bit redder.
Oh.
Her first
Oh God, Monday, you're sick.
No, she's fine. It's a normal thing that happens with bugbears. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And Annabelle gets up for a second. I'll be right back, huh? And goes and talks to Hollander.
And she's
Kinda-
gone forever.
kinda-
We never see her again.
He comes back and he's like, so I've been told that you guys might need some rooms. Just come on by and get me. I do have rooms available and I can give you the same pricing that I would give Annabelle here as a friend of the establishment.
That's not more, right? Like it's a normal.
No, it's not.
less-
No, it
oh, okay.
should be. He kind of just be like, whatever you guys end up deciding, and steps away. Annabelle just kind of looks at your guys' table. Well, that's that. If you do want to stay in town, you can. I should probably get heading home. There is availability for one back at my place, if you're so inclined. Offers on the table. And she kind
Monday,
of she gives like a little bit of a shrug and then starts walking off.
Monday, the bed's
Monday.
here. I don't think they'll be. You're so tall. I feel like you may be more comfortable, going with Annabelle.
Oh, if
Plus,
you're sure, you know, I don't want to leave you all. You know, what
Oh,
if something happens,
we'll be
or-
fine.
I'll take
We
care
were
of it
fine
Monday.
before we met you.
Well, I
So
wouldn't
you
say
can
that.
get out of here.
Oh, you
We
did
can-
set
we
a
can-
forest on fire and fight zombies and vampires.
You won't let the
That's
forest
true.
fire go. You should.
Look,
But come back quick, cause who else is gonna make me breakfast?
if we're gonna save,
Trinity cannot cook.
money,
I'm learning.
and yeah, and plus
You're
she could
saving money.
also get to know you a little bit better and help
For your
make your
tiara.
crown horny.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you should learn from her. Go along. Go shoo shoo.
Have fun with your horny
okay,
crown making.
If everybody's sure, I just don't want to be, you know, like holding everybody up here. But okay, I guess I'll go then. All right.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go. Bye. Hey, wait up for me.
I like imagining Trinity is one of the like married for a while ladies that just tries to hook up her single friends. Like oh.
So, you see Annabelle kind of has, as you kind of get out of the establishment, you see her kind of slowly walking away. You can tell she's a little drunk. She kind of turns around. Oh, are you coming on by then?
Oh yeah. If the offer's still open, you know, if it is, yeah.
Well, the offer is not the only thing that's open. She gives you a wink.
Oh.
Has Monday picked up what is fully happening? Like I feel like
She does understand.
She saw literally the birds and the bees in the forest. She should know.
so.
It's just awkward.
So you guys speak with Hollander. He can give you what? There's still 5 of you. 2 rooms probably is what you want. One for the guys, one for the gals. So he would charge you for 2 rooms at this establishment. That would still be 4 gold pieces.
Rimmel gives 4 gold pieces.
I just
so you
can't
guys-
believe we hooked up the bugbear. I just freaking.
I can't believe Annabelle's such a monster fucker.
Ugh.
There's been so many people to hit on Monday.
That is true, yeah.
Ain't no
One
normies
of the
here.
first one she was interested back in. There was the lady bugbear who was in the Cupid dimension, and then there was Annabelle. Oh, and she.
Did you just type with the hands the universe gave you? Boobs with the fur.
Yeah, she's got the whole
Apple
club
bottom.
looking at her.
Lily,
True.
Boobs with the fur.
you were given brain cells and you used them for this.
I
What else are
honestly,
we
I resemble that remark.
honestly though,
I do
all
not have brain cells. Go ahead.
okay. So one of you has been married off. Another one's is a very shy gay that's in a relationship. One of you's an adolescent.
Hi.
Cinder,
I don't-
though, the crush. Don't forget.
Yeah, true. And like
And
Flame
every
and
other
Aerosfar are enigmas that aren't unsure yet. So it's just like Monday's the final bastion that hasn't been thirst trapped enough, I guess. So that's where we're at.
I've been thinking. Don't worry. There's something in the works in my head.
I got you.
I'll let you
Pixie,
know.
I realized the other day I got married in your campaign too.
You did.
I did. That was the freaking. Oh, that was like the finale, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got completed your quest, and then the very end was your wedding.
Yeah, Poog got married.
Who got married?
Aw.
To a hot goblin lady.
Yes, to the chieftain's
Aw.
daughter, who was like
Oh
freaking.
yeah, married to the chieftain's daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Poog is so happy. Oh, that was so much fun.
Why?
Oh,
It was a goblin campaign. We had a goblin wedding.
If you do that enough, it sounds like Jar Jar Binks if you go up high.
Oh, I'm telling you, it was so funny. It was accidentally an all-girl campaign, and we were all doing goblin voices.
That's amazing.
It's one
Oh,
of my
that sounds
favorite
great.
sessions I've ever been.
A bunch of ladies being goblins.
It sounds
That's-
like a
I mean,
normal, sleepover. Just-
That's what we do when the men aren't around. We go shopping and talk like this the entire
Yes, we
time. Oh,
do.
darling, that looks delightful on you.
Darling, that looks great.
I love those shoes on you.
Oh, you really pull off the hot pink cheetah print.
Oh, thank
Why
you.
are we out for Brooklyn again?
Really? Really
The
quickly.
goblins are from Brooklyn, okay? Don't question it.
Also,
True.
Irisvar totally found his partner. It's the cursed sword from hell.
Oh,
100%.
I see.
Irisvar's got all he ever needs.
It does have a flared base.
Oh my God! Can we end today's session now? Can we wrap this up?
Yep. Here, hold on. So you guys get your room. You turn in for the evening. Monday returns with Annabelle and has a very fun evening where she sees what 300 plus years of experience can teach you.
Oh damn.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Fade to black on that.
Just keep that in your hearts, everybody.
Maybe this one won't be in the VOD channels.
Monday's really getting it.
Maybe this will be the last episode and we won't upload it.
It's the gayest episode yet.
I don't know.
That's really the goal.
Is
mean,
it
We're-
though?
we're-
We've had some pretty gay episodes.
There have been very
That's
gay.
true.
A lot of them are
Very gay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being on the show. And I will see.
Sorry.
I probably won't be here next weekend, but maybe I will. I don't know yet.
So remember that we've all been in the Fae.
I'm leaving now. Goodbye. All right, everyone. Oh, I put the right ending screen up. Thank you so much for tuning in to another cursed episode of... Oh, I think you can hear me double, can't you? Oh, heck it. Whatever. Have a lovely day, everyone. See you later. Goodbye.